good song. I don't even know what it's called. What's it called? It's called Rise Up by Thomas Jack, if you want to go check it out. I freaking love it. It's one of the songs I have currently on my Spotify playlist, JOEMOJI Spotify. Go and check it out. It's all one word. Type it on Spotify. Go to South Africa playlist or SA playlist or whatever. I can't remember what I called it. What did I call my playlist? I called it... Bear with me. Hold on. Let's call it South Africa. Should have known that. I mean, it's pretty obvious. There's about 37, 38, maybe 40 songs by the time this vlog goes up on there of songs that I love listening to whilst I was probably just lying on a lilo doing nothing, contemplating life, thinking how lucky I am. Anyway, yeah, go and check that out. That's one of the songs from there. And I thought I'd start vlogging. Bear in mind, time is 7:30 at night. I thought I'd vlog because I'm having a sleepover. I'm having a sleepover today. Ollie White is on his way around. And before I do that, I'm gonna cook. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to make Mexican pork chili with apple salsa. Does that sound good? If it doesn't, probably skip to later on in the vlog because this might not be very interesting. But if that does sound nice and sound appetizing and you're not a vegan or vegetarian, then you're in for a real treat because I'm gonna cook that for you. Ingredients, we will need 1 apple. Oh, do you even have an apple? I don't know. Apple, oh wait, I do have an apple. What are the chances? Apple, I don't know if you should keep fruit in the fridge. Do you keep fruit in the fridge? Doesn't seem right to me. I don't think fruit belongs in the fridge. Oh wait, let me put you down. Oh, rise up! Rise up! This just looks cool. It's very satisfying, that thing. It's an extractor fan, but I press it, it goes up, and then it's sort of like the right level for me to talk to the camera. I feel like I'm doing my own cooking show, which maybe, well, who knows, one day, if I ever get good enough, that someone might be stupid enough to allow me to start my own cooking show. That would be a disaster for, oh Jesus. Anyway, apple. I've got a cold apple. I probably don't want a cold apple. 150 grams of Pilovic bulgur. Well, I have bulgur wheat. I'm guessing this is the same stuff. Pilovic bulgur. 2 tablespoons of smoky chipotle paste. Bear with. Wait 1 minute. Oh, got it. Rich tomato paste, smoky chipotle paste. That's the boy! We need 2 tablespoons of rich tomato paste. Bloody, I just had that in my hand. Rich tomato paste. Rich tomato paste! 1 tablespoon of ground allspice berries. Where the bloody am I gonna find that? Beef stock cube. 1 celery stick. That's thing like, I bloody hate celery. I actually really don't like celery. 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, which we have here. And to finish off, 40 grams of, not just any old mature cheddar, Irish mature cheddar. Don't know why it has to be Irish, but there we go. Is this Irish? This is Butler's Secret Cheddar. It doesn't say that it's, oh, funny thing is I've got a friend called Matt Butler. And whenever I see the word Butler's Secret Cheddar, because I've seen it quite a few times recently, I like to take a photograph of it and send it to him and look, I found your secret cheddar. He doesn't really understand what I'm on about, but I'm gonna quickly send a pitch to him because I think it's funny. Okay, so this is what you're gonna need to make your Mexican pork chili with apple salsa. So I think it's time to do what the mug says. I know you're thinking, Joe, what the hell are you on about? This mug. It's time to do this. These frickin' onions. Oh! Ah, see, the thing is, right, you gotta be careful when using sharp knives, okay? Now now touch wood, I've never cut myself, but I know there's gonna be a day, one day soon, where the knife will get me, you know, it's gonna happen. And I've just gotta embrace that. The knife, one day, is gonna get you. It always does. No matter what, no matter how skilled you are with a knife, one day, the knife's always gonna get you. You know, it's always there, waiting, ready to get you. So, you gotta chop up, you gotta dice your onions, right, without trying to cry like me. Which actually, you know what, it gets hard. Onions don't like being chopped right, and that is why they kick off some sort of chemical which makes your eyes cry, which obviously impairs your vision, which then means you got a higher increased chance of cutting yourself with a knife, do you know what I mean? So you've got to be freaking careful. This is actually I think this is the worst. I think this is the worst I've ever had. Onion and cry eye syndrome, whatever it's called. I actually can't see. I can't see, I can't breathe. Oh, I think I'm allergic to onions. I've never had this bad in my life. Shit! My pots are probably boiling over. Oh shit, it's all gone tits up. I'm never gonna be a good chef. And now I'm starting to snot, and it's not good in a food environment. Right, so it turns out I'm not allergic to onion. I'm just a pussy, and I can't handle it. But yeah, I'm not allergic, I didn't die. And here's a little update. I cooked the little bastards. Look, the onion is cooking away right there with a pinch of salt in it. That kettle's now, it's not a kettle, it's a pot. That pot's now boiling. And over here, I put the rest of the onion in here. And you've got to put 3/4 of the onion in that pan to caramelize. The other quarter, you put in this bowl with a pinch of salt and a bit of red wine vinegar. I've heard of white wine vinegar, but never red wine vinegar. That's a new one to me. But it smells bloody gorgeous. And that's going to now pickle, apparently. But it said use a medium-sized mixing bowl. And look, I can't even fit this in my bloody camera. So I've already cocked up there. So the next step, I'm going to stir my allspice, Spice Girls, whatever it's called, in with the onions when they finish caramelizing. And cook that for a minute. No longer than a minute, just a minute. Then I'm going to have my pork mince in there and just sort of mash it all up, mix it all about, have a bit of fun with it, who knows. Just give it a little slap. I don't know how to cook it. And then I've got to add the bulgur wheat to the pot with some boiled water and salt and that. And just, you'll see, you'll see. Right, I've chucked in my Spice Girls, allspice, whatever it's called. You cook this for 1 minute until it looks literally like gravel from when I used to grow up on our garden path. Wait for a minute to go, which just happened, and then you add in your pork mince. Right, so then you chuck in your mince, like I said, and you give it a little stir about, you crumble it up, you make sure it's like mince and not just like a lump of meat. And then you move on to this big bubbling pot of water to put in your bulgur wheat. Bulgur wheat, I've never heard of this stuff before, bulgur wheat. I'm guessing it's like risotto kind of, I don't know. It's not rice, that's for sure. I guess we'll find out what this stuff is, but I'm broadening my horizons, I'm trying new things. I never thought in my 25 years of life I'd ever try bulgur wheat, but I'm about to try it. Wish me luck. Okay, so next up I've made my Thames water, or with its real name, beef stock cube mixed in boiling water. And oh my god, I wish you could smell like I can smell right now. That smells bloody gorgeous. That smells decent. I mean, what is bulgur wheat? But this, oh, it smells so good. But next, we want to put our rich tomato paste and our smoky chipotle paste in the mince. Okay, I've added the stock cube and the pastes. So now it's very watery, but you put it on a medium to low heat, apparently. This is what I've been told. And you basically just leave it for a bit. Every now and then just check that it's still doing its thing, and then it should get to a chili-like consistency. Don't know why I did this when I said the word consistency. It's a bit creepy, isn't it? And this weird stuff, I don't know what it's doing. Got to leave it there for another 7 minutes, and then I'm going to drain it and just try and work out what it is. What is grindery bread? What was it called again? Well, I think things are going okay. This is made. The apple and celery and red onion, red wine vinegary kind of slaw to go with it is done, ready to go. Surprisingly, right, the weird bloody pasta-y kind of rice thing's done. The only thing that's not done is this. I've had to put tinfoil over it to make it help it speed up quicker. It's too much, way steady. Don't want to fuck up my lens. There's too much liquid in there for some reason. I did at exact measurements, 350 milliliters. But it's just the consistency is just not red. I want it to be quite thick, like, and chili-like, you know? But it's not. It's still like a soup, a meaty soup. So I'm going to let it go for a bit longer. Everything's still very warm though, obviously, except for that. It doesn't need to be warm. Give me time to grate the cheese and to start setting up my plate. So it's kind of, hopefully, fingers crossed, this is all going to plan. Oh, flick my nips and call me Beverly. Jesus, here we go. It's enough to feed about 14 people on one plate, but hey, you know, I'm bulking. Here you go, you got your chili, you got your that stuff, and your salsa, chunky salsa. Let's try it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a 10 out of 10 meal because I cooked it. I'm gonna eat it now before it gets cold, and I'll let you know my verdict after I finished it. I'm gonna have to finish eating my dinner though because Ollie is on his way up, and you know, what's the point of inviting Ollie around if you can't scare him? You know what I mean? Ah!
I knew you were there, you bitch. That's why I didn't come out straight away.
You little Winky.
I'm round for a sleepover.
The sleepover. It's my first sleepover since we lived in Margravine Gardens.
Yay!
Hey, the sleepover dance. You haven't bought a lot of stuff considering you're sleeping over.
No, but this basically just has a tripod in it.
Oh, nice. Do you got a camera as well? Cool. Hey, hey, like he's alive again. Oh, is it comfy?
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to really enjoy that bed.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you later, man. Good sleepover. See you tomorrow. And that's basically how sleepovers work around mine. They come round, they sleep, and they bugger off again. So I'll do it before he comes back out. I keep snotting. Ollie smelt my food.
You know what, John, there's one thing I love, and that's having some food. Oh.
I think you say a man who can cook.
Well, yeah, and a man that can cook.
Hold this then. I've got a little treat for you.
Really?
It's a portion for 2 people.
Oh, do you know what though? The problem is, I would just have it.
And I count.
I'd have all of it to myself.
And I count as half a person, so do you know what I mean? Like for me.
I really need to use this. Oh, Joe, you're a chef.
Look at this.
You're a man of many talents.
This, like, oh, man, the thing is, I enjoy cooking for other people more than myself.
Really? Do you know what? Food always tastes better when someone else cooks it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
find. You're putting apples on it.
Yeah, mate. I made this myself. It's apple, celery, red onion, and red wine vinegar with 2 spoonfuls of olive oil in it and salt and pepper.
This is the best sleepover ever. Okay, I'm just gonna say that now. And then you got even a bit of cheese on it as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like your meal's getting cold though.
No, that's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Whack a sprinkle of cheese on that.
That's a real size portion right there. Hold on. You got to do. Have you seen that the Turkish chef?
No, what does he do?
When he sprinkles like anything, right? He sprinkles it down his arm like this.
Why?
I don't know, because it just looks cool. He's like so.
Oh
cool.
God! Right, go on then. You give it a go.
He just does it down his like that.
It's going everywhere.
Yeah, but that's how you do it.
What if he's got a dirty forearm?
That's what I wondered.
Exactly.
I was rolling around in poo earlier.
Might have clean hands, but what about his forearm?
What is foreskin? Right, now come and sit down.
Oh. Service is here.
Oh mate, this is what I love doing. I love treating.
Service is bloody here.
Knife and fork goes on that way, doesn't it?
Excuse me, sir, you're standing in my seat.
Bon appetit.
Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm very excited. I'm gonna try some.
Hold on, let me take a photo of how excited you are. Yeah, give it a taste test. That's the main thing. Might be quite not.
Feels like it's very bloody zoomed in. This is the taste test. I'm going for, I don't know, we need a bit of everything. I feel like I'm on Junior Bake Off, the final again.
This is how you get good Instagrams of your food. You gotta get up high.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna lie, that was good. I'm going for another one. I quite like the apples.
Yeah, it's refreshing, isn't it?
1 year 5 a day.
Yes, good.